Exactly 1 year ago on this date, I decided to make the decision of publishing my music on YouTube. I'd always loved playing classical music on piano, like Debussy and Chopin, but it wasn't until a very difficult time in my life that I decided to write some music. A lot of it was motivated by pain in the start, but the first song of mine was actually written before that, and that was called The Gold in Her Eyes. The Gold in Her Eyes was mainly motivated by love. It holds a really special place in my life. It was probably the best piano song that I've ever written. And I wrote it before everything started going downhill a year ago. And it was in the midst of joy. It really captures that feeling of just being free, kind of. I don't know how to describe it. It's just lovely. A lot of you guys express how much you enjoy this song, and I'm really appreciative of that. I really love this song. The next song I wrote was called Longing. It was inspired by the feeling of sorrow, really, really deep sorrow that you get when you lose somebody that you really care about. It's a painful experience that hurts incredibly, and I attempted to get that feeling in this song. It's the first song I actually wrote a music video for, or made a music video for. In the video, there's a view of a light tower, which I always had a symbol of that in my head, and a duet on the piano there. It kind of expresses a duet of my life and who else plays that role in my life. During my time of starting publishing music, I got to know a guy who supported my music to a great extent. His name is Johnny Wednesday. He has a channel on YouTube called Reset. We got to know each other a bit over YouTube, and I really loved his song, Shelter in Place. And I asked if I could do a cover of that song, and he gladly said yes. So I created a cover, and that was my first time experimenting with something like that. The song really brings a unique feeling. I don't even know how to describe it, but I wanted to expand that feeling and those emotions in this song. A Familiar Smile is a song that I wrote that expresses a feeling of the experience of seeing something of someone, or a part of someone in something. It's a feeling that you get that's hopeful because you see that person you've lost, but it's also in pain and wanting to go back to the past. It's like you're seeing somebody that you care about, but you can't go to that person. After a while, I decided to dabble in some bit of electronic music, and where I made Cluttered Dreamscapes. This song, I didn't really have a motive for this song, but it was to explore electronic music. I'm thinking about remastering it, actually. I really do like this song. It was one of my first big hits on YouTube. Only 300 views, but it was still a peak of my views, and I thought that was very interesting. Another electronic song that I decided to work with was Aromatic Arpeggios. Very creative naming. I actually, main focus on this song was vocal chops. I need to work on it a little bit more, but it was a good experience for me, and I enjoyed it, jumping around my room, banging into my head to this song that I wrote. It's poorly mixed, but it was still a fun song to write. I kind of have this special place in my heart for this one, so. At a point in my life during this difficult time, I had lost some trust from my parents, which also involved me not being able to have access to my car. After a while, I got it back, and I had this car was very old. It had 231,000 miles on it. After a while, I drove it, and I reached 232,000 miles. That's where I came up with the name for this song, 232,000 miles. That mile marker was sort of a turning point in my mental state at that time. It kind of represented being a new person from this mile marker forward. It's very hopeful, and it also was inspired by C418's Blind Spots, which is one of my favorite songs from Minecraft. Incredible song. I really do love this song. It is very unique in the way that the piano is very delayed. I need to do some more songs like this one. At the start of April, I decided to publish my first album on music platforms. It included all of the piano songs that I had written up to that point. I decided to name it A Walk in the Park, which represents a stroll of my experiences through that difficult period in my life. I was going through some difficult depression in December and January, and it was very difficult for me to process, but having this album and being able to listen to it again, it's just really nice to have that documented. After a while of experimenting with FL Studio, I decided to go back to GarageBand, where I first started writing some music. Abstract Universe was one of my favorite GarageBand songs that I had written up to that point so far. And it was an old, chiptune, relaxing song that I had written in about a week or so. I was very proud of it. I still really like it. It's a pretty good song. Then I experimented with Endless Deep, which was a song that I had written after FL Studio. It's my favorite GarageBand song that I've written so far. I think it really has a unique vibe to it. Very spacey. I had reached a point in my life where I wanted to write a song that would express wanting and hoping for somebody to fill the duet of my life. And I attempted to capture that feeling with the song second set of hands to an unfinished duet. This song is really great. I really love playing this song. I wanted to experiment with more electronic music, so I decided to write Tidal Wave. It's probably could be better mastered, but it's still a pretty decent song. I learned a little bit more with more upbeat music with this song. I didn't really have any motive for this song. It was just something that I felt like writing. It was just something for fun. A song that was written to give a feeling of joy, especially one that I experienced in a summer before, and I hope to meet it again. This song is almost a love song for that summer. It's a pretty unique song. I don't really write very much music like this one. It's actually the second song that I did a video for. I recorded a wooden piano music box that I had built in a little set that I got for Christmas, I believe. And I thought that was pretty fun to throw it in there. Right Wing of the King was a beat that I made. It was originally going to be a rap that me and my coworkers were going to work on, but it never really happened. But it is by far the best beat that I've ever made. I still surprise myself every time I listen to it. I probably should remaster it a bit, add to it, and make it a full song. Because that was... oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. Voices of Rotor Ghana was the first step, or more second step after 232,000 miles of getting into ambient music. It's more of shaping my favorite style of music, very much influenced by C418 and all of the Minecraft music. Originally, the name came from a Serum 2 preset called Rotor Ghana, and that is an organ preset, and I wanted an organ sound to start that song. I really do like the atmosphere in this song. It's probably my second favorite ambient song that I've written, beaten by Drowning in a Dream. Crushing Bits was a tune that I created on GarageBand. Again, I wanted to go back to GarageBand after a while, just to see what I could do. And this one turned out pretty nice. I like this one. No really motives behind this song. It was just for fun. My favorite song that I've done in the chiptune genre is Insert Coin. I don't even know how I made this song. It just turned out to be awesome. The biggest reason why this song is so catchy is I was really working on not keeping things repetitive and adding variety to the song. I only really repeated the last chorus or the main part of the song at the end, and I added some really unique rhythms to the song and really threw in a melody there to exemplify the experience. This song is just lovely. I love this one. I love all those songs, but this one is just great. I still don't understand how I made it. After writing Insert Coin, I wanted to go back to some more piano-based music, and I wrote Halfway Home at Night, which feels like driving late at night. It's the late night drives and the vibes that it gives you. After a while, I wanted to do another cover style song, so I decided to get into one of my favorite artists' music and dive into Michael Jackson. I didn't really know what genre I wanted to do, but I had done chiptune before, so I decided to give it a shot again. One of the classics is Michael Jackson's Bad, which is really, really catchy. He's such a legend. This one turned out great. My favorite thing about this song is how I made that clap sound. The one that repeats throughout almost the entire song. I layered 3 different sounds and bit crushed it. It's very enjoyable. Wake Up was a beat that I made again. I was influenced by a video on YouTube that made me want to create a specific style, and this is what it turned out to be. It's actually pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I do really enjoy making these simple ones. I probably made this in about like 3 hours. It didn't take me too long, but it was still pretty fun to do. By far, my favorite song that I've ever written is Drowning in a Dream. This is the best song. This is the peak of my writing, in my opinion. This song expresses feelings of being blessed and drowning in blessings. I was just feeling so joyous at the time, and I still am, but at this point in my life, I truly felt like I could be me and be who God called me to be. And I love how this song turned out. As you can tell, it's very influenced by C418's music. I really, really enjoy writing this style of music, and it comes to me the most naturally. I hope to write some more of this style in the future. Cracks in the Pavement was a song that I just had fun with my buddies writing more rock songs. It wasn't really anything, we were just experimenting and having fun. Every time I try, it hurts much more. This one's pretty unique. I probably could have mixed the vocals just a wee little better, but this helped me improve my vocal editing skills and working with more audio rather than just MIDI data and all that stuff. During the Halloween season, I wanted to make a cover of a song that was spooky, but I wasn't really sure entirely what genre I wanted to do. But I did know exactly what song I wanted to do. That was Thriller, an absolute Halloween classic. Since I'd already done Michael Jackson's Bad, I might as well throw in some chiptune on there. I had done it in chiptune before, so I wanted to see what I could do with this song. True Starlight is one of the last songs that I posted this year. It probably will be the last song that I post this year. and it's actually a song that I've written before any of these songs that I've talked about so far. Originally, it was just a piano song, and I wrote it for what real love feels like. And I have the sheet music. I found a software and put it on sheet music, and I've had it for so long and I've played it for so long, and I decided to finally post it after moving on from feelings that it gave me. And I remastered it for publication. I added some different instruments rather than just piano, and it sounds super unique. I do really, really like this one. Now in the future, I plan to release this next album I've been working on, which has a lot of my ambient songs. It's mainly ambient electronic piano focus. It has that kind of a focus. I have a few songs I've been working on that will add to it, but other than that, I hope to finish it by the end of this winter. I really, really want to say I appreciate the support that you guys have given me this year, and man, this has progressed way further than I expected. I've grown in so many different ways, and the community has been great to me in many aspects. And I think it's been a great output for my feelings and helping me overcome my depression that I was experiencing in January. So I think I've truly am becoming who God is calling me to be, and I really love that. So I want to say thank you again, and thank you for watching this video and staying in. And I hope you stay tuned for the next songs that I write. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So appreciate it, and I really am excited for what 2026 brings. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, that's all I got. So see ya.